Today, I want us to be up close and personal because I want us to have a conversation. We are in the last last stretch of the month, which of course is like now, like we are ending the 6th month of the year. A lot of you guys had written resolutions. If you guys still do that, some of you, there's what you wanted to achieve this year, and of course it is something that you're working on, but ujafika hapo. So mine today is just to sit you down and have a conversation, and let's ask ourselves, why have we not yet achieved that particular thing that we started at the beginning of the year saying that we're going to achieve? What is causing us not to achieve, and are we working towards doing something? Welcome to today's platform. My name is Marion Mikali, and today we're just asking ourselves questions. What happened? What just happened? Yeah, let's go to the video. Rise and shine, oh rise and shine. If it is your very first time to join us in this particular platform, we decided we're going to be original, we're going to be real, we're going to be having conversations. This is the growth space. You feel at home, feel welcomed. We love to interact with you. We want to hear from you. And today you have found us asking ourselves, what happened? The main reason we are doing this is just checking in. You know, there's what we are working towards probably by the end of the year to have achieved, or we are working towards achieving in the next few 6 months left, right before the year ends. And I just want us to sit in with ourselves and ask ourselves, are we working towards it? What happened down the way or down the line between January to June that would probably have affected us from achieving the things that we said we are going to achieve? And what are we going to do now that we have 6 more months left to conclude the year? Is it something that we're going to do, or tumeamua tu tuachane tu nayo ikwende na ikae? Okay. Yeah, so for me, I'm gonna start on a personal level. I feel like this particular year I did not have resolutions, and the main reason is because most of the time I don't meet my resolutions. So they were usually things that I used to write because I wanted to, like, just kawaida, just fit in, so that if someone asks me what are you working towards this particular year, I would say I'm working towards this. But what I intentionally decided to do this year, as much as I did not write down these are the things I want to achieve, I was very intentional about growing, making sure that I become a better person, making sure that the Marion that crossed over in 2025, from 2025 to 2026, is not the same Marion who will cross over to 2027. What does that mean? That implies that if there are things that I need to drop, then I'm working towards that. If there are things that I need to pick up so that I can become a better version of myself, then I'm also gonna pick that. And that actually was my resolution for this year. And other thing I remember when I was crossing the year is that I told God, you know what, I'm dedicating this year to you, for you to flow and just teach me and direct me, because sometimes we have these goals that we are working towards, we want to achieve. Most of the time, if not all the time, we don't actually meet our targets, but I know there are people who are disciplined, who follow through, and they do the things that they have said they're gonna do. So today, mine is just to encourage someone who probably wrote down something they need to do. It's 6 months down the line, and mine is to ask you, what have you achieved so far? And are you sticking to the goal? Ama something happened during the first month in January and you changed your mind, or it was going well until maybe April or June, or not June, because June is now what we're talking about, but something happened between January to June that caused you to actually give up on your dream. Maybe you went, knocked a door, and people did not open for you, and that of course is acting as a stumbling block. Something happened that caused you to change, and today I'm just here to ask you, are you still intending to accomplish that goal? Are you still intending to work on that particular thing? Because if you are, then there is still time. Don't feel discouraged, don't give up. You know, whatever happened happened. Whatever did not go the way you wanted it to go did not go that way. but do not give up. I think the minute you think of yourself becoming something, it means that you feel like you have the potential to achieve. You feel that if things work in a particular way, the possibility of you doing that thing are very high. And sometimes things don't go the way we wanted them. Things don't actually fall to place like we want, you know. Sometimes we have to literally like just drag things, you know, and cause issues and force issues until they they work. So don't feel discouraged. Don't allow the pressures of everything discourage you. Focus on you, focus on God. He's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you've thought or imagined, and surrender that particular thing that you wanted to achieve. 6 months is a lot of time, July to December, and you can achieve it. Okay, so when I'm saying what happened is because I feel like previously I would just give up. The minute I encounter obstacle, the minute I encounter rejection, the minute I encounter resilience or resistance, I'm like, I'm not willing to develop resilience. I'm not willing to work towards anything. So let it be. And then I give up. But I want to encourage you, because I feel like if I had people who are rooting for me, people who are for me and were at my corner, then it would have been probably easier to deal with some of the challenges that I encountered, because majority of them were just from my mind. You know, it was a battle that I was fighting in my head, because I needed just someone to tell me that, Marion, you can do this. I needed someone to remind me that I am better than where I am coming from, and I can achieve a lot more than probably what I had achieved. And because I didn't have people like that, I gave up on a lot of dreams. But it is high time that we begin afresh. We pick the lessons, we grow again, we develop ourselves from the ground up. It's not easy. It's not gonna be easy. I promise you, it's not. It will require work. It will require personal responsibility. It will require effort. It will require you literally taking up some of the responsibilities that are not easy, right? But we move regardless. So depending on what happened, don't allow that situation to change your mind. You are worth it. You deserve it. You're better than your situation. Thank you. Bye bye. See you on the next one.